Okay, here's the business end of the I-beam unit. Gone ahead and I've backed this off. This casing you can turn and it exposes more of the thread. So I've backed it off. I've done a couple of trial runs. I know how big the wood block is and the tail block at the end of the guitar. But even if you don't know, you can do a couple trial runs. You know, put this in and then back it off. What you want to do is back it off until this bit, the smaller bit at the end, totally protrudes out of the back end of the guitar. And I'll show you that in a second. So you take off the cap, the nut, the washer, and again you back this off, making sure to keep the locking washer and the regular washer and the nut here to cinch it off against the casing. So this all comes through, and then you screw onto the outside. Depending on how big the sound hole is on your guitar and how many donuts you eat, you may have trouble getting your arm all the way in there to push this in. So there's a couple of holes here, and what you can do is you can feed either a piece of twine or a small thin wire up through the end and put this into the sound hole, put that through, and then you can actually pull the whole thing, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a piece of wire, and I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to put that right through there and then crimp it back, but first this has to go into the end of the guitar, so we'll do that. Feeding that in, and you can't see it off screen, but I'm doing what I just showed you. Okay, now I'm going to pull her back. Hoping I don't lose those washers. And that didn't work. If you do use a wire instead of a twine, you've got to make sure that you crimp the wire so it doesn't catch the hole. It's got to be smaller than the half-inch hole that you drilled. There we go. Okay, just make sure, yeah, you can see that. So holding it from inside so it doesn't fall back out. Take the wire out, being careful not to screw up the finish. Okay, this goes there. Don't forget the nut. You can use a pair of pliers here now, but undoubtedly if you're not careful, you'll mar the finish. If you have a ratchet set, this is just a half-inch ratchet bit, and you can just put that right on there. And while you're holding it inside the guitar, that'll tighten it right down. Don't over tighten it, you don't want to break anything. I don't think you could, but don't do it anyway. Should be nice and tight. Then this should fit over the whole assembly. And it does. Now there you go. That simple as that. That becomes your jack on your strap. Strap button. Sorry, not your strap. It becomes your strap button. So that's it. I mean, basically you're done, with the exception of installing the pickup, which isn't, well, basically you're done anyway. The pickup is pretty easy to install after that. Just grab the dots that come with the unit, and we're going to put one roughly here, and we're going to put one roughly here. And the idea is that these aren't going to grab as much as the surface area of this when it's actually on the inside of the guitar. So when you're ready, you want to line this up carefully so it's parallel and right on top of your saddle slot. And there's some hints in the book. You can experiment with the position. They'll tell you some options, but basically it sounds like the best place to put this is right under the slot. And they say maybe a tad on the order of a millimeter or two on the treble side, which is that side of the slot. So take a look at that. If you want to experiment, you can do that. Right now I'm going to peel these off, position that, and then take off this top, and then we'll go ahead and get it positioned. So be careful with this, and try it again. Okay, through the miracle of stop action stupidity, I've got this ready to go. Check for cables, make sure we're clear, and go ahead and pull that up. Give that a little push, hopefully that sets it. And I'm going to try and disengage here. Jeez. There we go. Okay, I turned the camera off because I had a little minor emergency. The little sticky pad that was on the back of that bag supplied was frankly a piece of horse shit. I don't think it would have lasted very long. Matter of fact, it came right off when I put it on there, and they'll probably argue that it was dirty or something under here. Whatever. What I did is I peeled off the black crud. I took some super glue accelerator, sprayed it on a rag, went up underneath and rubbed the accelerator onto the underside, and then took some thick super glue, put a couple drops, and then held this in place for about 30 seconds. And you can see, rather than put it up here, I decided it'd be kind of nice while you're playing just to reach down here with your thumb. Either way, 6 of 1, but that's where it is now. There's the cable. The last thing I'm going to do is figure out where I'm going to put this, and that's just a simple matter of taking off the stick. I won't do this on camera. I'm not sure where I want that yet. It's either going to be up on the side or on the back out of sight. And then I bought some of these, but there's other things you can use. This is Velcro, male and female. I'm going to take a couple of the wires and wrap them together and wrap them with this, and then glue this to the side of the guitar, so then I can take the wire bundle and just stick it to the side of the guitar so it's not flopping. They also sell, I think they sell little wire clips that are Velcro based. It's like a little rectangle that you can stick to the side of well, that's not made for a guitar, but you can stick it to the side of the guitar and then the wires will clip in. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. You don't want them flopping around here, so this one I'm going to take back and stick to the side. This one I'll probably take back over here. But you want them out of the sight, you don't want them visible in the sound hole. So I'm going to take care of that, and that's pretty much it. It's all installed. Gonna get this thing set up and strung up and see how it sounds. And a little sidebar. Look in the battery case. I didn't look inside there beforehand, but the geniuses had crammed it full of these, which is what you need for the wires. You don't have to buy the Velcro after all. This will stick onto the guitar side, and that'll bend in to hold the wires in place. So you can use this, or you can use the Velcro. Okay, there you can see the underside of the thumb knob assembly, thumb wheel. See the battery cable. There's the neck block, and just to the left of that you can see the battery box. Fix the light. There you can see the pickup, and I've gone ahead and wrapped the wire in Velcro, and right inside the X-rays attached it to the back of the, or inside of the top of the guitar.